Hey guys, so back to the last lesson or indicator in Unit 3. As you can see, I have done this entire unit in one day, my entire recording. As you can see, I've done indicator 7, 8, 9, 10. So literally I've been recording from 7:30 this morning and it's almost 2 o'clock now. So all these lessons have been done in one day by me. Just wanted to make sure when I have good connection, just go ahead and record it and be prepared, okay? So what I'm going to do in indicator 11, I'm going to break it apart into 2 videos. So I'm hoping that I can do the last video today also before I leave. Learning target, I can evaluate expressions and formulas. Now, before I get to that, I want to make sure that you understood the order of operations. And you've heard constantly since you were in younger grades, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, so let's see what that stands for. It's a mnemonic which will help you learn the order of operations. Okay, so we have please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, so this is a mnemonic which you heard. So I'm going to underline the first letter in each of these mnemonics, so it helps me understand. And I am going to connect these two, and I'm going to connect these two. I'm going to show you why. Okay? So, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The P in the please stands for parentheses. Okay, this stands for parentheses. So that's the first thing that needs to be performed. If it is there in a problem. The E stands for exponent. Okay, exponent, and we have done this. Okay, if I say 3 squared or 5 to the 4th power, so these are all exponents. So these need to be solved first. Okay, M stands for multiplication. D stands for division. A stands for addition. And S stands for subtraction. Okay? Now, there's a reason that I have put the arrows between multiplication and division. If I only have multiplication and division left, I go from left to right. So if division is before multiplication, in that case, I will divide first, then multiply. If only those 2 operations are left. Same thing with addition and subtraction. If only addition, subtraction are left, you're going from left to right. Okay? So if it is something minus something plus something, you will do the subtraction before addition in that case. So only if those 2 operations are left, we go from left to right. Okay? So that is why I have put this over here. So we go from left to right only if these 2 operations are left. Same thing here. Only addition, subtraction are left. Because very often you're like, wait, it said A before S or M before D. How can I divide first? So if only those 2 operations are left, you go from left to right. So that is very important to remember. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. We also have brackets, but that is for a higher grade, okay? Because that would go above. So let's go ahead and solve a couple of problems. If I give you something simple, if I say 15 plus 9 times 3, we're going to look at what do we have? Do we have parentheses? No. Do we have exponent? No. Do we have multiplication? Yes. So that's the next step we'll do. When you are performing the order of operations, please bring it down in this format so the final answer comes to be, it comes like this. Every step has got to be shown. So We are going to do multiplication before addition. So that is 15 plus 9 times 3 is going to be 27. Okay, and then 27 plus 15, you can always do 7 plus 5, which will give you 12. Carry over 1, and then 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1, that is 42, will be my answer. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve it. I was talking that you are going down this way, you know, the final answer should be circled. So stay organized so it helps you out. Okay, now let's do some more problems. And if I give you a problem that is with parentheses and all that, so let's see how you will solve it. Okay, so if I give you 12 divided by 4 and plus 9 minus 2 times 3 plus 5. Okay, so here is your problem, and now first thing we are going to look at the order of operation, and we know that parentheses is first, so we're going to look at this and we are going to solve everything that is within the parentheses first. Okay, now in this case, again, bring it down like this. So it's tapering down. So we are going to bring this down as is, because don't skip steps, because when you do, then you make mistakes. Okay, we are not solving this right now. So bring it down just like this is. Okay, plus, yes, we are solving this because this is within the parentheses. Okay, so we are going to solve this part, which is the parentheses, and 9 minus 2, and I get 7. Okay, and then yes, we are going to solve this part because this is also within the parentheses. So I do 8. Okay, now we have division, we have addition, we have multiplication. Okay, so PEM DAS. Multiplication, division, this is separated by addition, so you know you can do 12 divided by 4, and then in this case we are going to get 3 plus 7 times 8, because that is multiplication, that comes before your addition, which is 56. All right, and then last is addition. So 3 plus 56, and I get 59. So here is my final answer. Okay, so show your steps, do it in an organized manner, and bring it down, tapering down, so that we can have the final answer clearly circled at the end. Okay, let's do one last problem. Okay, so let us do erase this. And my question is 4v plus 2w minus 3. Okay, and then it says if v is equal to 5 and w is equal to 3. Okay, so when something like this is given, all you need to do is, if v is 5, you're going to substitute the value of v. If w is 3, you're going to substitute the value of w. Okay, so we're going to write it out. 4v plus 2w minus 3. Remember we said that the variable stands for a number, okay? And the coefficient comes before the variable, and this means multiplication when the coefficient is written right next to the variable. So if v is 5, do not write 45. It's not 45, okay? When it's written next to each other, it means multiplication. So you would do 4 times v is 5. So I'm going to substitute the value and write it like this, okay? Plus 2w, please don't write 23. It is not 23. It is 2 times 3. That's what this means. Minus 3. Okay? And now, based on order of operations, we have multiplication, which should be performed before addition or subtraction. And then 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 times 3 is 6, minus 3. Okay, and now since we have only addition and subtraction left, we are going from left to right, and 20 plus 6 is 26 minus 3, and so we end up with our final answer, which is 23. Okay, so this was a review of the order of operations, and we are going to use this knowledge to actually complete our learning target. I can evaluate expressions and formulas. All right, I'm getting set to record my last lesson for today. That would be the entire unit 3. All right, see you in a minute.